Hello everyone, and welcome to another Starcraft II Protoss video by Konungr. So I played a game last night that was a PvP, and he attempted to cannon rush me, and I'm going to show you how it went down. So he's a random player, dude, silver. We start out, we're going to go to our team, we're the blue. So we set up our keybinds, 1 for the Nexus, 0 for our worker probe, and we're cranking out some probes. Let's go ahead and speed this up just a little bit. Crank out probes, 9, go for the pylon, go back. And at this point I still don't know what he is. I failed to go and scout. So as we go down, we put down our gateway at 13, he comes down, he's putting down a pylon there. So we bring down a couple of probes to kill it. We kill his probe, then we come back, we kill these guys, we start cranking out a zealot as soon as that's down, put down a cybernetics core. We put these guys back to mining, put our zealot down, put another pylon, and he puts out a pylon and starts putting down cannons. So we start attacking the cannon. It gets out right before starts to kill our zealot. We put out the zealot. The cybernetics core is down, so we start warping out stalkers. So we put down another cannon, and there's this guy. We kind of attack it just a little bit, start going back in and out. And so we're trying to attack from afar just a little bit. We get our Stargate down and we start warping out a Void Ray. And these guys, we're not telling them to go out, they're just, as soon as somebody comes up the ramp, they start attacking. So we get our Starker and start attacking from afar. So now that we've got our Void Ray and our Stalker and 2 Zealots and a second Stalker, we're going to start taking this out. Now, he's taken out 2 of our Zealots, which is alright. We're putting out another Void Ray, and we're slowly attacking from the top, and he's putting in all of these resources into this cannon rush. So far we've killed 11 of his units and 1,300 of his supply, his minerals and whatnot. So now we've got 2 Void Rays, a couple of Stalkers. Now he did get the Stalkers down, but we're still far ahead as far as what we've been taking out, and we've been steadily cranking out those. We've got 2 Stargates, we've got our Nexus, we've almost got our first base fully saturated. And here in just a second we're going to come down here and expand. So we've had a bit. He's so far behind economically because of all that wasted rush. He spent 2,200 minerals just on trying to get a rush out. So got our 4 of those. We get our Oracle out, so we go ahead and turn on detection just in case something comes down that we're not seeing, and we're cranking out our probes to saturate our gas real quick. Since we're going for a Golden Armada, we've got our 2 Stargates, and pretty soon we're going to go ahead and start upgrading as well. And we go ahead and put down a couple of cannons there with a pylon just for extra protection with our army. Just kind of checking to make sure I did put down 3, and we're saturating our second base and still cranking out army units. Here in a minute we're also going to put down our fleet beacon. So we continue. We're going to speed this up a little bit. Get that out. Our mothership core, so that pretty soon we can start working on the other things. We put down our fleet beacon. So we're starting to crank out our carriers. We actually did our carriers before our Tempest on this one, which was fine. And we go ahead and kill that so we can check that area, and we're going ahead and expanding to our third base at the 18-minute mark. So we've got 2 fully saturated base, and the first one is starting to die down. So as soon as that goes out, we saturate those, we saturate this, and we're good to go. We have 1 probe left there, 29 there, and 30 there. And then the 6 in the regular gas, have down 2 more Stargates. So we've got a full Stargate. And if you look, we've got a pretty decent sized army. We went ahead and got our mothership out. We've got 2 carriers, about, what's that, 8, 3, 11 Void Rays, 1 Phoenix. Phoenix we're going to use for scouting because it's nice and super fast. Gotta get out a couple more carriers, crank out their interceptors, and we're setting up our keybinds. As per usual, I like to have on my 7 button my Void Rays so I can control all of them and use the prismatic alignment. On number 8, we've got our mothership and our Tempest because we want to keep them back to the rear. Our mothership is keeping our Tempest cloaked so that they can't be picked off. They're a little bit strong, but they die pretty fast for some reason, even though they've actually got more health than the Void Rays. And we've got our carriers and our oracles on 9, so we've got 9, so we can pop over there. We can always have Envision up because we have 4 oracles, so that's a lot of vision. And they do have a little bit of extra power, but we just usually use them for Envision. I haven't tried out the Revelation just yet. And then if we hit I've got it bound to one of my buttons on the G510 Logitech. It's my 2 bottom buttons are next and back for my control groups, the subgroups, so I can easily switch between the 2. And this way I can control most of my forces that way, and I'm not trying to flip through the entire menu with the All Army button that I've got set to my numpad minus or my 11 button on the Razor Naga. And I sent out my Phoenix. He's starting to scout, so he sees that base. And we are now at 200 supply, and he has as well. I haven't really been paying much attention. I got up my full army, and he starts to attack. So we follow him, and we start assaulting even more. He puts out he got his mothership up, and his entire army was cloaked, so we took that out really quick. And we lost ours as well. We actually lost quite a few units. All we've got left is 1 Void Ray, 3 carriers, which the 3 carriers they have all but 1 of the interceptors, and we've got 8 Tempest. But we're gonna take him out pretty quickly, and even while we're doing that, we're already cranking our units back out now. So we go through and we annihilate his little army. We go over here. We're gonna go ahead and take out this base that we saw while we're adding on, and we're using up our minerals. We're putting down some nice cannon walls everywhere we go. We're steadily building up our army again. We got our mothership core. We put a patrol path in between these 2. We're cutting the map in half. Cut out some more of his probes. Go and take down another one of his expansions. Take down all of his probes. And you can see just how far his little... They come down and attack while we're attacking another one of their expansions and take them out again. You can see just how much that cannon rush, that initial 2,200 minerals that he wasted right here trying to rush me, set him behind. Let's see what the upgrades look like. Oh, that R is not the upgrades, G is the upgrades. Okay. So, he actually did get quite a few upgrades out. I didn't put out any upgrades, funnily enough. I got out my 3 weapons, as per usual, and I started working on my second one. Every once in a while I'll do a double cybernetics core if I've got the extra minerals, and I think about it so I can crank out all 6 of the air upgrades out. And I don't have a Twilight Council down just yet. I put it down a little bit later. Right there. It was kind of a last minute effort because I'm about to start the shields upgrade. But I'm starting to attack him, and he just he was so far behind. He didn't have anything. He put all of his minerals into that rush at first, trying to force it all in, and just wasn't able to get up there. And he put a lot into his upgrades. I didn't even realize that till just now. But he did put quite a bit into his upgrades. But that first little bit, just that 2200 that he lost, set him behind. And I was able to come back and whoop up on him. Let's see, at his income, spending. So, yeah, if you go for a cheese like a cannon rush, especially a cannon rush, because it relies so much on being able to pull it off. If you fail the cannon rush, you're severely behind in minerals, because those things are quite expensive and it delays a lot of your timing, especially with how many he put out right there in the beginning. I just want to look and see what he was doing while he was doing that. So he puts out the first ones. His probes are suffering from it just a little bit. We've already got an army unit out. So his structures, he's got a nexus, a forge, and 3 pylons. We've already got out a gateway, a cybernetics core, and here in a second our Stargate's about to come down. Let's go ahead and watch this through till I take him out. Now he's starting to, he gets out a gateway, he gets out 1 assimilator. These 3 are about to get taken out here in just a minute. So, there goes those. There's that. Take out all of these. Alright, now that we went ahead and took all of that down. He's got double forge. He's got 1 cybernetics core. He's got his 2nd nexus. So he did expand, but he doesn't have anything saturated. And he's working on his 3rd. Units wise, we've got slightly stronger army. He has a little bit better as far as he's got 2 more probes and 1 zealot, where we've got a stalker and 2 void rays out. What was his structures again? Okay, so, but you see, he's a full 265 or 255 minerals down from where we're at. Where does that extra? Oh, okay. I guess the nexuses give 10 supply while they're down. Okay, yeah, the nexuses give 10 supply, so good thing to note. So he's got out a couple more nexuses, and he's starting to build a photon cannon. Where is that photon cannon at? Oh, okay, it's in the back of his mineral line protecting that, which is fine because we were playing defensive in the beginning with his rush. And as time goes by, though, we've got a lot more to spend on our units. He's got out 1 Phoenix and 2 Stalkers. We've got 1 Phoenix, 2 Stalkers, plus we have 5 Void Rays and an Oracle. So already right off the get-go, we're in much better shape. Spending, no, that's not what I want to look at. He's got a little bit of a better income because he does have 40 and he's starting to saturate his 2nd base a little bit faster. But as it all boils down, I mean, we're cranking out units steadily. It set him behind quite a bit because he's still only got 5 Stalkers and 3 Phoenixes. Okay, now he has 11 army units, and we've got 9, 10, 13, 14. So we're steadily cranking out a bigger army amassing. And we let him have his expansions. I mean, I wasn't really concerned about that. I was building up my army. Just getting ready for the macro game. As soon as those finish, we're going to start building our cannons, get rid of some of our extra minerals while we're building out our army. Very rarely are we And we're steadily in production of something. And you can see our army is cranking up quite a bit faster. We're almost and right there. Here we go. We've already got our 200 supply working. We got our last 4 units working. We're setting out. He's almost at 200 and he's working on getting out his things. He's quite diverse. I mean, he's got his robotics base, so he's cranking out. Okay, this is his army. He's got a mothership core where we've got a mothership. We've got 16 interceptors. He's only got 8 because we have 2 carriers. He's got us beat by 20 stalkers, and he also has a Colossus. He's got another one on the way. Our 12 Void Rays take out his 6, and Void Rays, if I remember correctly, Void Rays are really good against Phoenixes. He's got a few of them, but we're just going to wipe this out completely. And he does have his Observer, but I'm pretty sure my Oracle is at least one of my 3 Oracles is running in Vision right now. So as soon as that pops up, it's going to get taken out. So we get our army ready, and here in just a second we're going to send out our Phoenix. And there goes our Phoenix. Nope, that was our probe. There goes our Phoenix. So we send the Phoenix down, and all I did is I sat there from the main army and I click, 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 click. I just sent it zigzagging up the base. A, it's going to check every expansion point, and B, it's going to see anything coming across this path as he comes down. So he goes down, comes back across, and he just misses it. We see that, so we start attacking. He went in to attack us, and we went back to take him out. And as you can see, we just obliterate his army. He's got to start from scratch again. And we go ahead and take out one of his expansions. We deny him that. We are only half of what he's lost. So we go up there, check that one, because our guy never made it up there. Our Phoenix. And our army is steadily just getting bigger. Blow that out of the water. And I mean, now we've got a third of the losses that he's got now. About half of what he has in resources, but we've killed off so many of his units. And here in a minute, when we go to attack this next section, another several of his probes lost. I mean, now he's down to 19 probes. And here in a minute, we're going to take out the rest of them. He's down to 14 probes. Only 60 minerals. We've taken out all of his expansions. His main has nothing left. All he's got are those. So he has 5 probes working there. 6 there. It's 11. And I guess he has, yep, he has 3 more in that one. Oh, they're not even working. He's got stationary probes. So, because that thing's empty. We took him out. It was over. So, Cheese's cannon rushing, not always the best idea, because if you don't pull it off, you're going to be at a severe disadvantage for the rest of the game. Constantly trying to play catch up. You've got to be careful with your tech cheeses like that. If you don't get them on the first go, it sets you far behind. You can still do a cannon rush, but you try to be careful with it. Don't commit only to that cannon rush, because as you saw, I mean, he built several pylons and cannons down here. I guess he had, what, 4 probes up here at one point, about 4 zealots, 3 or 4 pylons, and 3 or 4 cannons. That's a lot of minerals to waste on it. Hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in the next one.